How's it going, friends, and welcome to another After Action Report with RONIN 47R. Today I'm bringing out the Tier 7 Chinese medium, the T-34-1, and, you know, not a bad tank at all. Curious to know what you guys think about it. I personally am still trying to get my mind wrapped around how I feel about the Chinese line in general, different tiers, and we'll just talk about the mediums in general for now. But, you know, different tiers, they feel very different. Maybe the 7 and the 8, yeah, very, you know, more similar. But this guy is related to the Russian line, and I don't know. I mean, it's kind of hit and miss with me. Sometimes I'm really liking the Chinese line. Sometimes I'm like, so-so. A little too rough around the edges, which is funny to say about a Russian line or a Russian-esque line in general, because in a lot of ways, I think that's kind of the allure of this type of technological setup when it comes to their gun, aim time, and that sort of thing. But this T-34-1 is... I don't know. Like I said, I'm kind of on the fence about it. Would love to hear what you think about it. It's almost light tankish. It's almost still leaning towards light on the feet, in my opinion. And I may change my mind later. But usually, when it comes to these types of tanks, and when I say, just to be clear for the last time, beating this dead horse. But when it comes to these types of tanks, you know, the Russian and the Chinese, it's kind of like they lean more towards the armored, heavy-gunned sort of perspective on tanking, whereas you know, some other lines are, you know, let's say French or something, they're really, you know, beating feet and cruising around fast with less armor. You know, this guy here though, he's I don't know, he's not too bad. You know, I'm trying to wrap my brain around it, like I said, and curious to know what you guys think about it. I'm going to go ahead and head up here. I am having a very challenging game from the outset, in the sense that my work cut out for me as I'm a Tier 7, like I said, and this is a Tier 9 match, so it's going to be pushed to its limits here. Also, too, one of the challenges with you know, the World of Tanks gaming is, even if you are platooned up, you are rolling the dice. Maybe there's some Unicums out there that, regardless of what matchmaking is out there, they just somehow magically are just superheroes, and that's great for them. But speaking for the average folk, the generic group, the majority of us tankers, us normal folks who occasionally tank, and we have other things to do instead of Michael Jordan practice all day long, you know, we can't pull off these magical things every single time. We get lucky once in a while. We try to put in some general skilled concepts and hope for the best, because as you can see here, there's only 2 of us up here in the southeast corner of the map, and were the Reds to have pushed hard, I would wager that this game would have already been done. We would have been over. So, you know, is that skill? I think half the things that you see online, you know, are, you know, you're showing some good games. But can you just go ahead and just jump into a game and just say, I'm going to go ahead and start off and show you guys just the best game ever? Again, a few folks out there in the world, I guess, can do that, but I'm not one of them. But in this case, I'm sharing with you a game where luckily this gamble with me and this one Tier 9 TD paid off, and we were able to secure the southeast corner, and it just kind of worked out in our favor, where we were really able to kind of move forward and get this gun into play. So we're gonna, you know, later on we'll go ahead and see the mobility here. The aim time on the gun is not too shabby, not too shabby. Reload time, you can see there, is 7.68, so I think it's definitely doable. It's reasonable, and notice I am going downhill, but it's a little light, like I said, a little light on its feet. It feels just a little bit leaning towards the light tank sort of feel in my mind. You know, I don't hate it, but I just haven't quite decided whether or not I love it. I am looking forward to getting up to those higher tiers, though, because I think they really evolve and change once you get into Tier 9s and 10s, but that's another story for another time. Luckily, I missed the, or rather the Stuart Mule missed me, which was great, and I was planning on that, hoping that the speed would get into play. And then at this point in time, you know, you're done as a turretless TD, let alone having 2-on-1, so life sucks for him. But moving on, me and my buddy are just cruising along, just tearing it up. You can see the majority of the guys, if not all of them, are now located fairly in the center of the the map here, and now it's just time to put some work in. And here I'm going to try to be smart, and you know, my TD is on my team is acting as a distraction, which is great. But again, the enemy, if they're smart, they're going to say, wait, I know I'm going to lose. I want some score. I want some kills or whatever. I'm going to go for the weakest link, and that would be me in comparison to this French Tier 9 TD. So keep that in mind. I don't want to assume anything, and that's why I was playing very delicately back and forth. Now, the red team really folded fast, and I only have 9 pens, 4 kills, which, you know, again, it's nothing really to brag about, because I think they're more finishing up kills versus, you know, true savagery. 2 tanks are left here. You got a Tier 9 and a Tier 7. They're located there in the valley. Everyone is running in there, and once again, another thing that's kind of chapping my hide there is the awesomeness that are your other mates. Now look at this here. You have the this tank, like I said, was light on its feet. When you get up to top speed, kind of reminds me of a German tank, really. When you get up to top speed, it goes pretty nicely. But when you are trying to accelerate, and you saw that I had to stop, and look how late I was. It was just too late for that one particular tank, and I just said screw it, and I was just screwing around, jumping over the edge there. But when I had that last tank, I just missed out. Now, had I not been hit and not slowed down, I'm going to go ahead and bet you $1 that I would have been on the scene a little quicker and possibly been able to get, if not 1, perhaps even 2 pens more out of this game. But anyways, please play nice with other guys out there, guys. Now, over here, this is kind of interesting. The Lev Vasleos medal, you know, I don't know how to pronounce that correctly, but I thought that was pretty cool. I don't see that all the time. And it's pretty neat to be able to pull that out, getting that, you know, destroying folks that are 2 tiers, you know, higher than you. That's pretty neat. And then I did pull out a first class, which is, you know, nothing to shake a stick at. But to be honest, this was another one of those games where I'm just finding, you know, 1794 damage. I guess it was the XP that the first class came from. I don't know. It's just, I thought the bar would be higher for a first class. Not that I'm complaining, but it was just another interesting fact that I was just going to share with you guys. Anyways, hope you enjoyed watching this video. Let me know what you think, and I'll catch you guys later. Girls, you said you had something you wanted to ask them?
Do you guys like our channel? Then please donate and keep our channel running.
Well, that was a nice thought, girls, but you know what comes next.
If you are receiving this transmission, you are one of the 47 Ronin. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.